We are at Snake Pass Summit. That's Kinder Scout in the distance. And the road that goes from Glossop into Sheffield. And we're on the walk towards Bleaklow Peak, and also a couple of sites where plane crashes have happened, and there's still bits and bobs of the planes, like wheels and bits of engine and things, so they might be good for some photographs. We're going to try and find those as well. Half a mile into the Bleaklow walk, and the path is actually quite solid, quite easy to walk along. The section we've just done was all big paving slabs. We're wondering if this is going to be, well, it's a bit rocky here, but not sure how it's going to be, whether it's going to be a proper path or whether there's going to be some rocky sort of scrambling bits. It's a really nice walk. We're in a bit of a dip here, so we're surrounded by the hills on each side with the heather. When we were more on top of the hill, you could see to the west again. You can see Stockport, Glossop towards Manchester. So hopefully another really clear day. Looks like there might be a bit of dark cloud on the top. Hopefully that won't stop us finding the crash sites, because they're actually off the beaten track. They're not on the path. So we're going to have to take a detour. This is a really nice stretch of the route. So we were just wondering back there whether to cut off the path and try and find the first plane crash, but we decided to just go a bit further up and take a more sort of right angle 90-degree route into it if we can. But this is really nice. Go along down by the stream. And again, we're on this nice soft sandy solid path, so it's been quite easy so far. There hasn't been many climbs. It's been a kind of just a steady gentle up and down. After a short walk, 10 minutes, maybe 15 at the most, going at a decent speed across this very spongy peat, we've stumbled across the plane crash site. Wow, there is wreckage everywhere. We've even got bits here. It was a B29 that crashed. In bad weather. And I guess all these bits are too big to be taken away, so they've been left. It's completely unidentifiable, some of this. Mind you, it's a long time that it's been here. Bits of fuselage. Large bits of machinery. What looks like in the middle there, you can see sticking up, looks like, I was going to say it looks like wheels, but maybe not. It looks like an engine off the wing, maybe. This bit's the wheels. There's the wheels, or some of them. still quite intact. Wow. It's quite scary to think about, actually, what might have happened. Bit of engine. Bit more engine. More bits of engine. Let's go and see, read a bit more about it on this plaque here. This area just slightly west of the B52 crash site. This is the higher B29, sorry. This is the higher shelf stones. You get some ace views to the again to the west. You can see Stockport, Hyde, Manchester. That's that direction there. It's just huge flat rocks everywhere. We're going to head back to the north now and see if we can get to the top of Bleaklow and see what views we're going to get from there. And then further northwest of that, I think it's northwest, there's another plane crash site, so we might have a look at that one as well. The views up here are the best. Back on the Bleaklow path, so heading north from Snake Pass. We just joined this path again from the B29 crash site and the high shelf stones area. It's definitely an interesting walk. So if you're after a day out in the hills where there's something a little bit more, then I would recommend that little walk. You could probably do that in a couple of hours. Come down, park at Snake Pass, just follow the Pennine Way north, and there's actually a signpost, well, not a signpost, a wooden post with a black arrow on it that points off to the left. And you follow that and you get to the crash site, and then a bit further along from that you've got the higher shelf stones. Again, you can see that area from the crash site, so you don't really need a lot of navigation. That was a really fun walk. We basically followed what looked like the stream coming down off the peaks, and we followed it up. So it's quite rocky in places, and we're in quite a big dip with hills on each side. We've now come out of it and we are coming up to Bleaklow. So So we're walking north, so directly north of us, well, to the east, roughly, to the east Sheffield, to the west Manchester, to the north, not 100% sure, but I guess you're looking at Leeds direction. Maybe we'll be able to see something on the other side of that hill. But yeah, this is Bleaklow, I guess. Big cairn. We'll have a look. Have an explore of this top area. Yeah, we've come down off Bleaklow. There wasn't much to see up there. It's not a real beauty spot. It's just a high point, and it's a real rocky walk down. It's a real scramble, and we've reached this bit of a crossroads. So we've got, if we cross this river, and we got these rocks here, we can get, it looks like there's a path across the top, or we might be able to follow this one here, and that might cut across to this plane crash site. We're not really sure. We think we're going to stay on the right hand side. The good thing is with this walk, we're not doing a circular, we're doing an out and back. So we've started at the Snake Pass summit, and we basically just walked north, across Bleaklow and down the other side. So to get back again, even if we don't find this place, to get back we just turn around and we just walk back south. So it's hopefully not going to be a difficult trek in terms of lots of map reading and wondering if we're on the right track. Okay, we're heading back on ourselves to Bleaklow. The second plane crash site we were trying to locate apparently is very difficult. However, even without finding this second plane crash site, I'm really happy we came this direction, because this walk, as you can see, is fantastic. If you carry on going back that way, so the opposite way to I'm walking, you come down to Torside Reservoir. So those of you that live on the north end of this part of the peaks, that might be a place to park up and walk south across Bleaklow and down to the higher shell stones. And that's a walk I definitely recommend. It's an out and back, but it's definitely a good one. We've now passed Bleaklow on the way back. There it is. The only slightly disappointing thing with Bleaklow is it's right in the middle. It's not on an edge or on a ridge or anything, so there's no view from it. And even though it's marked as a point, you're not actually going to see anything from there, so you kind of would use it just to navigate, really. I wouldn't use it as a point to go to. So we're heading back down to Snake Pass summit. Well, that's the end of that walk, which was Snake Pass summit, just there where all the cars are parked, up to B29 plane crash site. A bit further on towards Torside Reservoir, we didn't get that far. We were looking for another crash site, as I said, but we gave up. So we just turned around and came back over the top of Bleaklow. Really good walk, really good walk.